ladies and gentlemen, we ask you all to please rise. If you can face the scoreboard side of the field, we will begin tonight's matchup with the playing of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Hudson Valley Hammers and the USL League 2, we are committed to creating a safe, comfortable, and enjoyable soccer experience for all guests in and around our stadiums. Fans are encouraged to cheer, sing, and otherwise support their team while remaining respectful and courteous to fellow patrons, referees, opposing team fans, and players. You should enjoy the soccer experience free from fighting, thrown objects, attempts to enter the playing field, political or inciting messages, and disorderly behavior, including foul, sexist, racial, obscene, or abusive language or gestures. The USL League 2 and its clubs thank you for adhering to the provisions of this code of conduct and for making this event special tonight and memorable for you and your fellow patrons.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to Mount St Mary College on a dark and dreary evening, where we see the Hudson Valley Hammers play Ironbound Soccer Club. Starting lineup for the Hudson Valley Hammers: in goal, number 1, Kieran Dalton; number 6, the captain, Sebastian Rojek; number 7, Matt Wyant; number 8, Paul McCarge; number 12, Maxwell Andrews; number 21, Israel Nato; number 22, Devon Hanu; number 23, Bernardo Gracindo; number 29, Samori Powder; number 38, Ben Sikowski; and number 57, Joseph Depreta. That starting lineup sees 4 changes from the team that won earlier this week. A very late goal saw the Hudson Valley Hammers beat Cedar Stars in a 1-0 win. Header literally at the death of the game from Powder. And so those new players versus that starting lineup: Paul McCarge, Bernardo Gracinda, Ben Zakowski, and Joseph Depreta. The officials tonight: Lionel Brito, Emmanuel Ventura, Genti Holovich, and Tyler McElhenney. The teams have walked out this evening with by the U9 Pride and U9 Dynamo teams from LaGrange Soccer Club. And the ball boys this evening are the LaGrange U13 boys teams. So we start off, Hudson Valley Hammers in blue, Ironbound Soccer Club in red. The teams have already met once earlier on this season, with the Hammers coming out 3-0 winners. It's going to be an interesting game this evening. On paper, the Hammers are heavy favourites. They are currently 4th, having won 4 games, lost 1, with a goal difference of +6, giving them 12 points. And Ironbound come in at 9th, having won just one game and lost 5. Their goal difference is unfortunately negative 14 with 3 points. Again, they met earlier this year on June 3rd. Hammers coming out 3-0 winners. Goals scored by NATO and Nick Zalonka getting a couple. The only win that Ironbound have had this year was actually against New Jersey Copa, which is was an interesting result because they'd lost 5-0 to the same team in their opening game, only to then go on and beat them 3-1 away later in the season. This game follows the Hudson Valley Hammers Academy team, who tied 1-1, also against Ironbound. All things considered, a good result. A very strong second half from the Hudson Valley Hammers Academy team relative to the first half against the league leaders. Ironbound Academy team, very, very strong. That game saw the Hudson Valley Hammers losing 1-0 at the half. They came back in the second half with a header off of a corner and were unlucky not actually to steal a result, actually get a win, with Ironbound ending up playing one man down after a red card. We are joined here this evening by one Tyler Adams, who is creating some excitement on the sideline there. So there's been quite a few selfies taken.
Got one myself.
Good job. Do you think he's going to go home and talk about the fact that he had that selfie taken with you?
Probably. Yeah, I'm sure he's going to tell all his friends about it.
Yeah, you'll never guess who I met. But it is great to see him here. I think there's a few people a little bit starstruck, which is all good. Obviously, lots of questions, I'm sure, about the World Cup. Hammers here with the corner, Powder taking it. Taken short. Ball comes in low and hard, but cleared quite easily by Ironside. Macaj on the ball, back to Powder. Back heel there to Hanu. Is Powder going to score? Nope, straight at the keeper. I think the challenge here for the Hammers is complacency. Again, they've already beaten this team once this year, 3-0, in a game that could have been a much bigger goal difference. And again, Ironbound are not having a great season so far. Macaj to Hanu. Ball comes in, and going to be collected by the goalkeeper. Take an opportunity to mention some of our sponsors: Nike Soccer, Yvonne Sis, Messineo Painting. If you are interested in sponsoring the Hudson Valley Hammers, please take a look at our website. Contact us via email or through any of our social media channels. It's a great opportunity for you to expose your business and help the club. Hammers play it out. Powder has it on the far side. Seems to be playing a roaming position again, which was very similar to how we played the second half of our midweek game against Cedar Stars, where he was swapping from left to right throughout. Macaj who came in as a second half sub, starting this game. Matty White plays the ball to Powder. Ball comes over a little bit long and high. Devon Hanu. And a wasted ball will go out for a Hammers throw-in. Ball wide again to Hanu on the switch. Back to McCarge. Matty Wine, great little touch there. Ball comes through, but unfortunately, Sikowski not able to put a firm toe on it. I want to mention the first annual Hudson Valley Hammers golf outing, which is this Monday, Juneteenth, at the Powelton Club in Newburgh, New York. If you are fortunate enough to not be working on Monday and you would like to get involved, again, please take a look at our website. You can sign up there, and hopefully the weather will be better than it is tonight.
Anything will be better than it is tonight.
So earlier on, it was a beautiful day. Clear skies, 70 degrees. Doesn't get you better than that.
It was funny. I was out hiking this morning up at Lake Minnewaska. Beautiful. Great day. Time for soccer. Down comes the rain.
Reminds me of a Eurythmics song. Here comes the rain again.
Yeah.
Powder heads there, but ball goes behind him, giving an opportunity here for Ironbound. It's definitely an Iron. It looks like it's first corner for Ironbound. Can they make anything of this? Ball comes in low and hard. But cleared out by the Hammers.
Hey, George. Yeah. If they want to go, I'll give you a ride home. Up to you.
Eddie said if you guys want to go home, he'll give me a ride.
Ironbound trying to find a way through from the edge of the 18-yard box, but picked up easily by Dalton. Tries to pass the ball, and here's a great opportunity for the Hammers. Number 21, Israel Nato. Can he turn it into something? Bernardo Recindo there, unable to keep the ball in. It's a throw into Ironbound. Wanted to mention the Tyler Adams player development camps. Throughout the summer, there are several opportunities for local youth players to come out and learn some new skills from some of the Hudson Valley Hammers coaches and players. Starting the week of June the 29th with a camp at Wappingers, we then have camps at East Fishkill Soccer Club, Beekman Soccer Club, Hyde Park United Soccer Club, LaGrange Soccer Club, Dover, Hyde Park, and then we finish up the week of August 14th with an evening camp at the town of Wallkill. In order to sign any player up for one or more of these camps, simply visit Hudson Valley Hammers website. Ball goes wide to Powder on the right. McCart's looking for the ball. Good turn there. Ball goes wide to Powder. Can he keep that in? Might be a little bit too hard. Ball goes out for a goal kick to Ironbound. I'm going to show my age if I accidentally call him Ironside.
You did.
I did already.
You did.
I'm not surprised. It was a great show.
I figured it was just going to be once, so I never said nothing.
Oh, it's going to be more than once, trust me.
I bet. That's all right. We were here with Ed. I think you were here. He called the Rough Riders Roughnecks.
I think he might have been right. No, I don't mean, the Rough Riders are a great team.
Absolutely.
Picked out of the air pretty easy there by Dalton. Thank you again to the players from LaGrange Soccer Club, the U9 Pride and U9 Dynamo girls teams, and the U13 boys teams. Ball comes over. Sikowski not able to convert that. Toe poke tackle there from Powder. And then ball ends up with Matty Wine, who plays it back and we build again. Ironbound on the break here. And that will go off of Maxwell Andrews for another corner kick to Ironbound. Have everybody back. Powder heads it out. And it is out.
Must be something with accuracy at this field. Has to be. I don't think anybody has it.
I have to say, watching the academy boys earlier on, again, very much more so the second half, they were unlucky not to score a few more goals. And quite a few on target. The Ironbound academy goalkeeper had a great day.
Good job with that.
I think if he'd have headed that back, that would have made things interesting. Canoe heading that ball out. Wine to McCarsh. Powder making the run, but McCarsh not able to get the ball to him. Goes through to Sikowski. As we approach the 15-minute mark, a few opportunities, nothing particularly clear-cut. Although I wasn't at the game where these two teams played earlier this season, my understanding is it was similar to this in that the first half of the game, no goals. I think it was 3 second half goals. I will confirm that. Bit of a battle for the ball there. Powder losing out. Referee awarding a free kick by the corner flag. Great opportunity here for Ironbound. They've got, with the exception of the goalkeeper, pretty much everybody from their team in the attack in third. That was a great shot. Great save. From this angle, it looked like if the goalkeeper didn't get his hands to it, that might have gone in. Another corner here for Ironbound. And it goes through and out again. Goal kick to the Hammers. Right through ball here. Joseph, the Predator, unfortunately unable to convert. Save from Ironbound, and the ball goes out for another corner to the Hammers.
Can't miss those opportunities like that.
I agree. One-on-one,
Mm.
a great opportunity. Powder again to take that corner kick. But high and long. Andrews gets his head to it. Somehow manages to keep it in. The ball goes out for a throw-in on the far side. Hammers keeping possession. Wine going over there. No foul called. Hammers managing to keep the ball in the opposition's half. Can they leverage this into anything meaningful? Cars plays the ball out to Nader, who hits it high and wide. "20 minutes into the game, remains Hudson Valley Hammers 0. Ironbound Soccer Club 0. Hammers have had slightly more of the possession, slightly more opportunities, but not able to turn that again into any goals. Foul there in the middle of the park. Referee right on hand to call that. Again, just a little bit too strong. Powder has some pace, but you have to be bionic to get that one. Another little reference to the 70s there, Ed. Got a bionic man, got Ironside. What other TV shows can we get in?
Ooh.
What was your favourite? Not that I was around in the 70s, of course.
I was born in 71, so I really don't remember much. I was still into the cartoon stage at that point.
I'd love to tell you I was born in the 70s, but I'm not, unfortunately. So we have 7 remaining games in this season after tonight. That includes 4 home games. Next home game here is on June 24th versus FC Motown. The Hammers, as I mentioned earlier on, have only lost 1 game this season against Long Island Rough Riders. They will not, unfortunately, get an opportunity to play them again. I say unfortunately because it would be great to see if they could beat them. Season ends on July the 16th with final game being away to Manhattan Soccer Club. Matty White on the ball, plays it long towards Hanu on the left. Ball goes wide to Zakowski, and that was not a bad shot. A great block there from number 4 of Ironbound, but it looked like that was actually going to be on target. Another corner here for the Hammers. Headed clear there by Ironbound. Opportunity again for Powder here. Last couple of kicks have been too high. Not this time. Hanu on the edge there. Powder taking it to the line. Hammers keep picking away, trying to find that gap. And there's a header there, and just wide of the far post. Score remains 0-0. Again, next home game for the Hammers, next Saturday, June the 24th. Kickoff is 7:30 here at Mount St Mary College in Newburgh, playing Motown 2. That's followed by an away game against Morris Elite and a home game against Morris Elite on June 28th and July 1st, respectively. Long ball there by Andrews. Powder on the ball. Clear foul there. His arm was grabbed by number 7. Referee saw that. He's going to get a speaking to. No card, it would seem. Offside called against the Hammers.
Fans, follow all of your favorite USL Championship and League One action all season long on ESPN Plus, home to the USL, MLS, Bundesliga, UFC, and more. Join the more than 12 million sports fans who have already discovered ESPN Plus and watch the championship live every week. Sign up today at espnplus.com.
As I mentioned earlier, fantastic to see Tyler Adams at tonight's game. Great opportunity for some of the younger players to see the Ketchum, Wappingers Falls native back here in the Hudson Valley. Love to know what's going on in some of the players' minds, knowing that they're playing in front of somebody who's played at a professional level, played at the World Cup.
I wonder if he traveled coach.
I hope for his sake he didn't. Having travelled coach once or twice myself,
Yeah.
it's never been a good experience.
Never has.
The problem is I have travelled business class rarely, and you're then spoilt.
Yes. Yeah.
Matty Wine trying to put some pressure on there, not drawing the foul, which is good. Or being drawn into the foul, I should say. The rain has stopped and it's not coming back. That's my prediction.
No more talking about the rain.
I'm English. Can't help it.
I know.
There we go. Here's the opportunity. And ball just doesn't get through to Rojek there. Matty Wyant playing pretty deep. Ball back to Dalton. Hammer's quite comfortable playing the ball around the back. Making Ironbound chase it. Naylor plays the ball through. Tentatively, I think, looking for Zakowski, but the ball doesn't get there. And ends up back with Matty Wyant, who gets fouled. And Carl's playing wide. Ben Zakowski plays the ball just to the outside of the 18-yard box, but once again, high.
Just a bit.
Joseph the Predator up there, keeping a little bit of pressure on. Zakowski calls in the ball to go out for a throw in to Ironbound. As we hit the half an hour mark in this first half, it remains Hudson Valley Hammers 0, Ironbound Soccer Club 0. No obvious clear-cut opportunities for either team. We don't have the data or the stats, but I would strongly suspect that the Hammers have had slightly more possession. Shot on target there, but straight at Dalton. Matty Wyant looking to build something from the midfield. Plays the ball wide to Devon Hanu. Back to Wyant. McCarr's looking for the ball wide. Trying to get Powder, but that ball was cut out. Powder managing to get it back. McCarge making the run. Rojek sees him. Unfortunately, doesn't manage to get it there. Foul called there against Maxwell Andrews in the middle of the park. Andrews to McCarge. Plays ball through to the Predator. He gets the ball to Sikowski before it goes out. I'm going to get the throw in. Matty Wyant picking the pocket there. The Ironbound midfield player. The ball goes straight through to Ironbound's goalkeeper. Head coach for the Hammers, Brendan Levine, screaming instructions from the side there. Pressure there by Wyant. Ball breaks free towards the Predator. To Andrews. Back to Rejek. And over to Andrews again. Was out for a throw into the Hammers. To try to pick his way through 2 or 3 players there. Unsuccessful. Ball goes out for another throw into Ironbound. Bowder throws the ball into Nato. And free kick called against Ironbound. Hammers take it quickly. Some strong defending so far from Ironbound. Great pace there from number 11. Rojek trying to keep up. Fantastic tackle. That one's going to hurt. The player remains down. Referee's going to have to call this. Nothing foul in that tackle.
No, look very clean.
Yeah, play got the whole ball.
Calling out the trainer.
Just over 10 minutes left of this first half. Hudson Valley Hammers 0. Ironbound Soccer Club 0. Take this opportunity to continue to thank some of our sponsors, including Piece of the Game, based out of Wappingers Falls, Good Time Film Company, Leo's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria, Rose Press Inc., and Baja 328. Quick focus on one of those sponsors, Baja 328 Tequila Bar and Southwest Grill, based at 328 Main Street, Beacon. Dine in or take out. You can find out more on their website at baja328.com. So number 11 for Ironbound, who was the recipient of that crunching tackle there. He's currently on the sidelines here, just being checked out by the medical staff. He's getting a high five, so I think that's a good sign. Either that or it's another one of the medical tests.
Never know today. It might be.
Actually, he is still getting some tests there. She's doing the follow my finger trick. Maddie Wine moving the ball forward. Quick 1-2. Unable to get it through. Paul McCarge is applying pressure there. Project looking for the ball. Offside called against the Hammers. Just a quick moment to mention one of their other sponsors, Leo's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria. Based here in Newburgh, 1431 New York 300. Take a look at leospizzeria.com. Opportunity here for Ironbound. That looked like that shot was going to go wide. They'll take another one. But as we approach the final 5 minutes, neither goalkeeper tested. Hopefully we'll see more opportunities in the second half. Scorers so far this season for the Hammers, led by Nato and Nick Zalonka. Paul McCarger in the middle. Great through ball there. Ball comes back. Powders trying to push that ball away there, but the ball goes out for a goal kick. Good to see number 11 back in the game. McCarsh playing high there, applying the press. Sikowski and DePreto there, trying to get the ball. Big chip there. Would have been a spectacular goal if it went in.
That it would have.
Cheeky chip. It did look like Dalton had that covered despite the quite spectacular aerobatics into the back of the net.
Well, you got to make it look good.
McCarge, great ball there through to Powder. Good defending there by number 5 from Ironbound. Slows down the attack. Powder again got 2, but it looks like the ball's gone out for a goal kick. Powder's good, but having to beat 2 players is going to be difficult.
Mm-hmm.
You know, on the ball. Again, double teamed here. Ball goes in. Oh, and a beautiful back heel there from Sikowski. Made it look easy. On the 42nd minute there, the Hudson Valley Hammers taking a 1-0 lead. Nato beating the defender on the goal line. Plays into the 6-yard box, and then Sikowski with a cheeky little back heel. Hudson Valley Hammers 1, Ironbound Soccer Club 0, again on the 42nd minute.
Hammers goal in the 44th minute by number 38, Ben Zukowski.
This will certainly make the half-time talk for Coach Levine a little bit different. Takes a little bit of pressure off of the Hammers, gives them the opportunity to play around with a few more options. If they can see this into the end of the first half, that would obviously be great. Rojek again playing the long ball there. Hanu doing his best, but the ball goes out for a throw-in. Goalkeeper's not seen that yet. Great job there from Nato. Just gets past McCarge. Wyant working hard again, number 11 through on ball. He's got some pace, that kid.
Yes, he does.
Rojek picking the ball out though. Skowski trying to get the ball through to McCarge without success. Powder managing to get his foot on it, just to clear it. And we hit the 45-minute mark for this first half. Hudson Valley Hammers 1, Ironbound Soccer Club 0. A goal on the 42nd minute from Zukowski. Applying a bit of pressure there. There's going to be some added extra time off the back of the injury to 11. Great through ball there. That's some equally good defending by Ironbound. McCarge getting called out there with some nifty footwork from the Ironbound midfield player. Referee calls that. Referee identifying there's 2 more minutes of time added on. Sloppy ball there from Ironbound. Matty Wyant picks it up. Gets the ball to Sikowski, who is then has his pockets picked. Great through ball. And a quite spectacular overhead kick that unfortunately doesn't go to anybody. Hammers would be wise to try and keep possession in these last few minutes. Offside called against McCars there. He doesn't like it, but from this angle he did look like he was offside. Gowski applying pressure. Referee about to blow for the end of the first half. Whistle in his mouth. And there is the end of the first half. Hudson Valley Hammers leading 1-0 with a 42nd minute goal by Zakowski. Cheadle, a back healer. For back to some good work. We will see you in the second half. And welcome back to Mount St Mary College as we start the second half for tonight's game that sees the Hudson Valley Hammers with a 1-0 lead over Ironbound Soccer Club. A 42nd minute goal from Zakowski just before the end of the first half. Doesn't look like there's been any substitutions made by either team. All kept in there on the goal line. Ball comes over, but headed out by the Hammers. Noise level's gone up a little bit, beginning of the second half. Hopefully that's a sign of a little bit more intensity. Zakowski trying to apply some pressure there, but beaten by 19. And that goes out for a throw into the Hudson Valley Hammers. First half was relatively uneventful, other than obviously the goal. And one yellow card issued to Ironbound. Hammers enjoying the majority of the possession, but not by a wide margin. Carge plays the ball wide there to Andrews. Plays it into Rojek. Rojek playing a more central position. Powder starts off this second half on the right. Referee calling that tackle. Gave it a second or two to see if the Hammers would get the advantage, but no. So the ball comes back for a free kick, just inside the Ironbound half. Zakowski on the ball. McCarsh. Matty Wyant. Ball goes wide, low, and there's another goal for the Hammers, again by Zakowski. And a very impressive celebration, I have to say. Nice early goal at the beginning of this second half. Hudson Valley Hammers 2, Ironbound Soccer Club 0. Zakowski's second goal. Now let's see if they can build off of this. Great header there by Hanu. McCarge to Wyant. Back to McCarge, who plays it out. Looking for Powder. The pass is not on. McCarge tries to use the outside of his foot, but doesn't manage to get the ball to the Hammers player. Crunching tackle there. And the Ironbound Soccer Club player is holding his face. I don't think that was a foul by any stretch of the imagination, but maybe he took, it's hard to see from this angle whether he took a hand or an elbow to the face. And we'll have a break in the play while medical staff just check him out. Again, thank you to our sponsors, including Nike Soccer, Yvonne Sis, Messineo Painting. I want to focus a little bit on Piece of the Game, where you can find signed memorabilia. They're based on Route 9 in Wappingers Falls. They're open tomorrow at 11 if you want to stop by. That's a piece of the game. Wapping just falls, just Route 9 there on the Honish Plaza. It looks like the player's back in the game, which is good, but he's going to have to just come out momentarily. He's holding his face there. Looks like it's a cut lip. So for the moment, Ironbound are down a player. And they play the gentleman's rule, just playing the ball back there to the Hammers goalkeeper, Dalton, who plays it wide to Powder. Hudson Valley Hammers winning 2-0 in the 51st minute after 2 goals, one just before the end of the first half and the second just into the second half by Zakowski. Foul called again against the Hammers. So it's number 10 from Ironbound, who's, again, looks like he's cut his lip. He's having some Vaseline placed there to hopefully stem the bleeding. He'll be back momentarily. Zakowski applying a lot of pressure there. Great effort. Makaj manages to get his toe on it. Zakowski has to be thinking about a hat trick. Great work right there by Makaj. Andrews heads the ball back to Powder, who gets the ball to Wyant. Back to Rojek. Ironbound happy to sit back at this moment, it would seem. Long ball there from Makaj. And headed back to the goalkeeper for Ironbound. Again, our next home game here at Mount St Mary College in the Hudson Valley region is Saturday, June 24th. That's next Saturday. Kickoff is at 7:30. Referee suggesting that Ironbound need to be making a substitution here. And looks like that's exactly what they're going to do. Number 15 coming in. Thanks again to the players from LaGrange Soccer Club who are acting as ball boys, ball girls and escorting the team out on tonight's game. If the score holds as is, Hudson Valley Hammers will be on 15 points, having won 5, lost 1. Goal difference would, again, if the score holds, be +8. Those goals from Zakowski tonight, his second and third goals of the season. He was one of 5 goal scorers in the 5-2 win at the end of May against Cedar Stars. Again, number 11's got some pace.
He is quick.
Yeah. But he seems to be alone in that regard. Long throw there from Dalton out to Powder, who switches the ball. That is a fantastic pass. Straight over to Nido. A little bit high there. Zakowski manages to keep control. Carge is looking for the ball. White gets involved. Some great close play there. Powder crosses over. I don't know that that was a shot. But the cross easily picked out of the air by Ironbound's goalkeeper. And it's their turn to build from the back. College applying some pressure, forcing the back pass, and the goalkeeper a little bit of a scramble there to make sure that ball doesn't end up in his own net. Hammers getting ready to make some substitutions, as are Ironbound. Looks like both teams are going to be making 2 substitutions each. I'll confirm the names once we see it for ourselves. Rosindo on the ball. To Wyant, back to Makaj, back to Wyant. Rojek plays the ball wide. There's a foul there on the edge of the 18-yard box. Just sloppy play from the defender. Looks like they're going to make the substitutions before this free kick is taken. And we see Nick Zalonka, number 17, and Alex Zalonka coming on. It's a Zalonka substitution. Haven't seen yet who's actually come off the field. And it's Sikowski that's going to take the free kick. Single arm punch there from the goalkeeper, comes out to Powder. Trying to get the ball back in again. Little 1-2 there. But easily picked up again by the Ironbound keeper. He gets the ball out wide. I have to think that if Hammers can get another goal here, the game is pretty much over. Ironbound haven't been able to present any real offensive risk to the Hammers. Powder calmly playing that ball back. Ball goes over towards Zalonka. Again, Zalonka amongst the goal scorers for the Hammers this season. So far, had a great season with a few goals. So the Hammers look like they're playing with, again, Powder pretty high. Almost a front line of 3 between Sikowski, Zalonka and Powder. Matty Wyant, Paul McCarge in the centre of the park. Offside called there against Ironbound. Wyant dispossessed. And then foul is called against him. Taken quickly. It's amazing how one goal can make this game change so quickly. If Ironbound get it, they'll feel like they've got an opportunity. Whereas if the Hammers get it, it's pretty much game over, as I said. We'll hit the 1 hour mark Still 30 minutes to go of regular time. Hudson Valley Hammers 2, Ironbound Soccer Club 0. 2 goals either side of the half from Zakowski. First one was a cheeky little back heel. Second one was a nice tap in. Alex Alonka. Sorry. Yeah, Alex Alonka there. Playing the ball forward. But unfortunately to no one. Ball goes out to the throw into Ironbound. Once again, want to mention the Tyler Adams player development camps that are running throughout this summer at most of the clubs in the Hudson Valley region, kicking off on the week of June 29th at Wappingers United Soccer Club, followed by East Fishkill, Beekman, Hyde Park, LaGrange, Dover, again back at Hyde Park, and then finishing up in mid-August, week of August 14th, an evening development camp at the town of Wallkill. If you have any players that are interested in coming out, having some fun, learning some new skills, being taught by some of the Hudson Valley Hammers coaches and players, please take a look at our website. You can sign up there. Also check out our social media accounts on Twitter and Instagram. McCarge and Zakowski double teaming there. Unfortunately, Zalonka not managing to get the ball out to Powder on the wing. Holds his hand up to his apologies. Ironbound are certainly not giving up on this game yet. Great shot. Goalkeeper just managed to get a hand to it. Ball goes out for a throw-in. Ironbound have to believe with half an hour. Again, if they nick one,
gives them hope.
Absolutely. Game is back on. And they are pushing. Hammers can't take the foot off the gas pedal yet. Ball is long and high. Not a great corner. But they'll have that chance again from the far side. Ball comes over. 91 gets his head to it. And cleared. Rojek gets his head to it. To McCarge. Great ball there. That looked suspiciously offside, but the linesman's not calling it. Hammers need to up the tempo a little bit here. Coaching staff screaming instructions from the sideline. At some point, Ironbound are going to have to start to take chances that may create opportunities for the Hammers. 25 minutes of regular time still remaining. Salonka to Wyatt, to McCarge, to Powder. Back to McCarge. Hammers probing. Powder hopping over the tackle there and managing to come through with the ball. Gets it to the goal line and it goes out for another corner kick. Hammers pushing their taller defenders up. Looks like Nick Fernandez is about to come on for the Hammers. Again, way too high, way too long. Referee just stopping play here to allow that substitution to take place. Number 16, Nick Fernandez. Replacing number 7, Matty Wine. Wine having a great game there. Quite the workhorse. Here's a high five from all the coaches. Through ball there from Ironside, but no one on the receiving end. Alex Zalonka looking for the switch. Ball's not going to get to him with passes like that. Gosh, playing it back to Dalton. Andrews making himself available. On ball there to Zakowski, the 2-goal warrior of this evening. Is there an opportunity here for a third? There is. Excellent goal there. Makes it Hudson Valley Hammers 3. Ironbound Soccer Club 0. Number 17, Nick Zalonka, the scorer. Now, do we give the credit to Nick or do we give it to the coach for making a great substitution?
Of course, the coach.
They're both taking credit for that one, right? Beginning to think our team only score both players whose last names begin with the letter Z or Z, where I'm from. So we were talking about that third goal, making the difference. It's going to be very hard now. 20 minutes left of regular time for Ironbound to get anything out of the game. Ball goes out for a goal kick there. With that third goal on the 68th minute from Zalonka, gives control very firmly back in the hands of the Hudson Valley Hammers. So Ironbound are going to be making some more substitutions, whether they've accepted that they're not going to get much more out of this game. Project playing it through the middle there, but dispossessed. Powder managing or fighting to get that ball back. A foul called against the Hammers, taken quickly by Ironbound, but then wasted with a sloppy pass. I don't see anyone else from the Hammers warming up. Unless a miracle happens, this will end up being Ironbound's 6th loss of the season. As we spoke about at the beginning of the game, on paper this should have been a relatively easy win for the Hammers, if there's such a thing. Certainly a very different game than the one we had midweek, with a last second header from Powder against Cedar Stars Rush. Alex Zalonka on the ball. A little Maradona there from Rojek. Draws the foul. Andrews plays it back to Dalton. No pressure here from Ironbound. They're still sitting back. Again, Zakowski must be thinking about their 3rd goal. I don't know that the coaches will actually let him keep the ball, though. I don't think that's how that works here. Ball goes out for a throw-in to the Hammers. Taking quickly back to Rojek. Great opportunity here.
Nice
Good
save.
save.
Another nice save.
An excellent save there. Zakowski's got to be wondering how on earth he didn't get his 3rd goal. He's looking up. That's not going to help you. Excellent goalkeeping there. Went out for a corner kick, which has been taken quickly. Ball's floated in. Bouncing around there. And I've got to be quick there. Under pressure. Ball comes in. Great footwork there. Zakowski's looking, Powder. And then comes soft shot there. Ball go out for a goal kick. And as we enter the 75th minute, score remains Hudson Valley Hammers 3, Ironbound Soccer Club 0. Goals either side of half-time by Zakowski. And then on the 68th minute by substitute Zalonka. Again, next home game here is next Saturday, June 24th, kickoff 7:30. Hudson Valley Hammers will be playing FC Motown. They did play Motown in their opening game. That was away on May 20th. A 3-1 win. 2 goals from Nito and Zalonka. Again. Hammers happy to eat away at the clock. Time is now theirs. Ironbound, in the unlikely event of getting something out of this game, are going to have to chase it hard. And Hammers are going to make a couple more substitutions. Number 25, Mohamed Sumas coming on. Number 26, Michael Dempsey. It looks like a three-way substitution as well. Number 24, Demari Montal coming on. And Powder gets to have a breather.
At this point in the game, there's no reason to keep him in there.
Yeah, I agree. Ironbound also making substitutions. The speedster number 11 coming out of the game. I apologise for not having names of players for Ironbound. Unfortunately, they weren't available to us at the beginning of the game. I want to give one last mention to our event on Monday, our first annual golf outing at the Powelton Club, Newburgh, New York. Juneteenth, if you're not working and you want to support us and play some golf, just sign up on the website. I will be there. I'm not a golf player.
Will you be playing golf? Or will you just be hitting the ball and trying to find it?
My friends would say all the gear, no idea.
Okay.
If that gives you a clue.
Got it.
I've played on some of the best courses and somehow managed to convince them that I know what I'm talking about or doing, and I really don't. Double substitution coming in from Ironbound. I have to believe this is their last of the game. Number 12, number 21 coming on. Some frustration there on the sideline from those players coming off. Hammers would be very happy if they can manage to get one more goal before the final whistle. They're definitely capable of doing it. Hammer's very happy to just play it casually around the back. It's really for Ironbound to apply some pressure. It's definitely the Hammer's clock right now. On ball ahead. Roger looking for an option. Offside. Called against the Hammers. As we enter the final 10 minutes of regular time. Score is Hudson's Valley Hammers 3, Ironbound Soccer Club 0. 2 goals from Zakowski, 1 from Zalonka. Can't say the Ironbound have played badly, despite the scoreline. Goalkeeper's pulled off a couple of great saves in this second half. Sikowski almost managing to get his hat-trick. And that
Didn't
tackle
sound good.
by McCarge, no, is going to get him a yellow card. It sounded bad. McCarge is also head into the grass or turf. It sounded from the scream like he'd been shot, but he's up and walking around. It's miraculous, that. The clock's ticking. Looks like it's going to be a comfortable home win for the Hammers tonight. Would be good to see another one hit the back of the net before full time. McCarge is going to be careful on that yellow, that he doesn't get another one. Hammers building. Zalonka plays the ball wide to Alex Zalonka. Got a sloppy cross. Wasted opportunity there. Goes out for a goal kick to Ironbound Soccer Club. Long hopeful ball there. As we approach the final 5 minutes, Ironbound still trying to look for opportunities. Stolen there by Rojek on the counter, but not the best of passes. Nowhere near any of his teammates. Very easily picked up by the Ironbound goalkeeper. I think Fernandez there looking for an option. Great tackle there by Devon Hanu. Trying to be clever with a back heel, but he doesn't pay off. Not sure what the referee's calling for there. It's getting a little bit chippy.
He's having fun with that whistle.
Yeah, there's some frustration playing in here, which is understandable but unnecessary. I mean, the game, again, was over on the third goal. Hammers will take their time with this. High and wide. Comes in Rojek there, dispossessed. Ball goes wide to Zalonka. In the far corner, ball comes over. Here's an opportunity for a shot. And another good save. Keeper managing to parry that ball out for a corner kick. Once again, Hammers in no rush whatsoever to take this. Ball headed out for a goal kick. If the score remains this way, it will be a repeat of the first game between these two teams at the beginning of the season. That also saw the Hudson Valley Hammers with a 3-0 win over Ironbound. Some holding going on there, the ref's not having any of it. Called against Rojek. Free kick to Ironbound. Really just looking for a consolation goal at this point. Sloppy passing there from both teams. Ball going to Dempsey. Can he do anything here? Not if he's going to get pulled back. And that earns another yellow card. Justifiable yellow card there. Called against Ironbound. As we went into the final minute. And the Hammers nick one. Nick Zalonka, it would appear, is going to take this free kick. It's either him or Devon Hanu. And it's Hanu. Short touch there to Zalonka, but not the best executed free kick there. And we are now into any time added on. Full time, 90 minutes has been reached. Hudson Valley Hammers 3, Ironbound Soccer Club 0. Paul McCarge still battling for it. It's lovely to see. Ball goes out for a Hammers throw-in. According to the scoreboard, Ironbound having 6 shots on goal compared to the Hammers 9. Quite sure how accurate that is, but again, it talks to the fact that the 3-0 goal line isn't entirely representative for the game. Chance here for the Hammers to build again through Dempsey. Gage. Where's the ball to Fernandez? Ball comes over. Some pinball soccer in the 18-yard box. Zalonka's got that well covered. Referee checks his watch. And there is a final whistle. Game ends, Hudson Valley Hammers 3, Ironbound Soccer Club 0. Great win for the Hudson Valley Hammers. Their 5th of the season. Goal scored by Zakowski either side of the half-time. And Zalonka come in as a substitute, scored in the 68th minute. Again, thank you to the boys and girls of LaGrange Soccer Club and to our sponsors. Our next home game here is next Saturday, kick-off 7:30 against FC Motown. Hope you join us then.